Well, hey there. Good morning, brickheads. Happy Monday to you. Today is Monday, February 10th, start of a new week. I hope yours has started off well. I know mine is because I get to come at you with some latest Lego news and rumors, so that's always really exciting. I do want to start off, though, by saying first, if you have been tuning into me for some time, if this is your first time, thank you for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Whether you are tuning in on your favorite podcast platform or you're checking me out on the YouTube page because you're more of a visual person, just thank you so much. I do want to say thank you, though, to the longtime listeners, especially because this is episode 50. When you start something and you're like, I don't know if this is going to work or if this is going to be cool or if this is going to last. So far, so good, and we're 50 episodes into the Lego BrickCast. So if you do like what you hear, I would love for you to put it little on your favorites for your little podcast, maybe subscribe to it. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, hit the like button, maybe even leave me a comment. I do comment back on everything. I love the interaction. It is great. But here we go, 50 episodes in. Should we talk about some latest Lego news and rumors? Let's get into it. First, I do want to remind everybody, it is double points right now at Lego. So whether you go into the store or you're going to lego.com today through Wednesday, February 12th, depending on where you're at in the world, because it may be actually February 11th already where you're listening, through February 12th, it is double points. And there is a pretty cool gift with purchase. There's sets 40782. It's the Tropical Rainforest diorama. Kind of a cool little set. The threshold for that is $150 USD. So this is a good opportunity to stack. And this is what we always talk about, where if you're going off to, if there's a set you've been waiting on, maybe you didn't get your hands on the Endurance, or maybe there is some other set that reaches that threshold. Now is a good time to get it, because double points is effectively going to give you a discount on that set and give you a really nice gift with purchase. This is a good one. So this is the time where I usually go and look for those markdown sets, or those sets that I just been kind of sitting on and waiting on. I will say, though, if you are planning on spending more than 300, try and split up your buys. So especially if you're at lego.com, if you're I'm going to buy the Endurance, but you know what? I really kind of want the Millennium Falcon too. I don't know. Buy those on separate purchases. That way you can get twice the gift with purchase, because you just have to meet that $150 threshold with each purchase. So double points happening now through the 12th. For me, that would be a Wednesday. And then Bricklink Designer Program. I know we have talked about this last week. I was like, set your alarms, and I was not wrong. In fact, I actually hit this one perfectly. Spot on, did exactly what I thought customers would do, and that was the Medieval Seaside Market and the Siege Encampment. Guys, those sold out in 3 hours, 4 hours, half a day. I actually forgot to pay attention to it. I knew they were going to be hot sets. I wasn't really looking to buy them to invest anyway. I didn't really want to sink the money into it. I knew I just wanted the Riverside Scholars, so I was just I tuned in that evening, and they were gone. They were gone, and I was not surprised. In third, and these three are still for sale for pre-order, is the Wild West Train, the Merchant Boat, and Riverside Scholars. Okay, the Wild West Train, I would guess, is about 75 to 80% sold. So if you are on the fence about the train, you do have a little bit of time, but your time is running out. Will it sell out? I'm not sure. We'll see. Pre-orders go through the 1st of March, okay? So that's the important part. The 1st of March, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, so you can do your own math, but you can just go there and check it out for yourself. But those will be when those stop, whether they have hit their threshold or not. Now, it is important to note, all 5 sets have hit their minimum threshold, whatever that minimum is. It's 10,000 sets or whatever it is. But The Merchant Boat and the Riverside Scholars, I would say they're only 25% sold. So it's an interesting set to consider because, like, I bought the Riverside Scholars because I really wanted it for my collection. I like Hanwha's. I like I like how it works with the mountain windmill. I've talked about that before. But it is an interesting thing to consider that everybody wants the siege encampment, right? But years from now, you gotta wonder, how is the Riverside Scholars going to appreciate in value? Because honestly, there's less of those. There are 30,000 siege encampments out there. There are going to be 30,000 medieval seaside markets out there. At the end of the day, there's probably going to be less than 10,000 Riverside Scholars and less than 10,000 merchant boats. Will that make it more valuable? I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. And then speaking of Bricklink Designer Program, because if you're like, shoot, I should have listened to Steve. Here you go, Series 5. Okay, you have till June 10th. June 10th is when this goes on pre-order. But I do want to talk about this just real quick because I'm telling you, here's my guarantees for Series 5. So set your alarms now for June. The Adventure in Transylvania and the Thieves of Tortuga, they're going to sell out, I bet you, $10. The Adventures in Transylvania is going to be the fastest sellout of any series set we've ever had. Like, I would say it's going to sell out within the first couple hours, maybe the first hour. That set is absolutely fire. It is 4,000 pieces. And we haven't gotten a price on these yet, and I guess that will also help determine that. But if the Transylvania set, Dracula's castle, kind of, if you want to say it, and the Thieves of Tortuga, if that comes out and it's like $350 for the buy-in for that, they're both 4,000 piece sets, they're going to sell out instantly. Like, I have zero doubt. And that's saying something because those sets are that large. Now, if both of those sets come out and they are both $400 sets, I think that is going to hinder how fast they're going to go. But I do believe they're still going to sell out. So if you look at Series 5, seriously, you got to go check out Adventures in Transylvania. It is, like I say, pound for pound, probably one of the best set designs that we've had, and people are really excited about this set. So I guarantee those are going to sell out. Now, the other three in Series 5, there is a popcorn wagon. It's 577 pieces. There's a mushroom village, which is interesting. It's 2,400 pieces. And there's an antique shop, 1,900 pieces. I'm not sure if any of those three are going to sell out. If one does, it'll probably be the popcorn wagon, because that's back to the cheap sets, right? Where people are like, I don't have the money for the buy-in for a $350 set, but the popcorn wagon, which will probably come in around maybe $60, they're like, I'm going to get that. So if I had to guess, popcorn wagon would go third, and then I do not think the Mushroom Village or the antique shop are going to sell out. So if those are the two you're interested in, you definitely have time. But I don't know, that Adventures in Transylvania, like, I'm really looking at that set. Like, I'm telling you, I'm as excited as everybody else. And then the Thieves of Tortuga, that just goes along with what we've talked about with pirates and castle. Honestly, it all works together. Go for that. Here's the other reason I think people are excited, because if you look at Series 6, no offense to my Series 6 designers, they just aren't that strong. Like, there is not a set in Series 6 that I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Like, I'm like, okay, like, they're okay. Like, the Redwoods, it's a cool concept, but meh. So I don't think the hype for Series 6 is going to be nearly as high as the hype for Series 5, and that is going to be led by Adventures in Transylvania. So, you know, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. And I was, like I say, 100% on for the Series 4. Okay, with that, let's get into some news and rumors and some official images. First, I want to talk about set 21355. You can see this on lego.com right now. It is the evolution of STEM. 879 pieces, $80. Guys, this is a really cool set. You've got Newton, you've got Mary Curie, you've got George Washington Carver as three really interesting, cool minifigs. And I don't know. I just really like it. I think it's a good display set. If you've got the scientist in your life, the biologist in your life, they might really like it as a good Christmas gift. And it's really fun. Like this to me, like is what a Lego set strives to be in terms of, hey, look at us. We promote just learning and education, and but in a fun, cool way. Like I'm not bashing it at all. I really like it. So definitely considering buying it, even though I don't know where it necessarily fits into the themes. We'll see. And then, speaking of sets I will buy, for you brickheads out there, the brickheads, the latest ones, these images dropped last week, set 4803 and 4804 new Transformer sets. And not just any Transformer sets, Transformer brickheads. So if you haven't seen these, you can go out, search Optimus Prime or Bumblebee, but they are brickheads. And what's unique about these is that they're not transformable brickheads. They could have done that with the piece count, but they actually include not only the robot version of the brickhead, but also the transformed version. So it's really, you get a 2-pack for Optimus and Bumblebee, and you get it on display, but you get to build the robot and you get to build him as the semi right next to him. So those, I believe, are going to be $20 a piece, which is kind of interesting. I didn't get confirmation on the price. It could be 15. If it's 15, that's really dope, but I think it's 20. But go check those out. That's really cool. And we do have slated like 3 more Transformer sets this year. Like I say, I really do think we're going to get Soundwave later this year, and I'm just hoping they surprise us with Megatron, because if we can get a good couple Decepticons to match Optimus and Bumblebee, which are already out, I just think that would be incredible. So, and then speaking of incredible, do we have any Jurassic World fans out there? Because Lego had some cool presentations recently at the New York Toy Fair. Always a big event. If you got San Diego Comic-Con, right? Everybody always talks about that and the Lego exclusives that go with it. That's number one, right? But closely following Comic-Con are usually the New York Toy Fair events. They usually drop some big ones. And at this, if you're tuning in on YouTube, you can see I've got a lot of Jurassic World dinos next to me. They're looking like they're ready to attack with all the raptors and T-Rexes and Triceratops. But Lego released images of, I want to say it's 4 new dinosaurs, which is always kind of cool, because these dinosaurs not only are big drivers of this theme, from an investor standpoint, they're usually a pretty sound investment too. Now, that's if you can buy the set on a steep discount, because they will part it out, or people will buy the set literally just for the dinosaur. And the new dinosaurs are a Spinosaurus, which the Spinosaurus is really cool. It looks like that in the Jurassic World one, the big, huge, scary, genetically modified dinosaur that kind of got the long crocodile snout, but it has the ribbed spine on it. Very terrifying. They have a pterosaur, like a giant pterodactyl, Quasicultus, I guess, which those are always popular. They have Titanosaurus, which is like a Brachiosaurus, which is always really cool. I think people are going to be very excited about Titanosaurus. And then the fourth one, which is something they haven't done before, is that Lego brick-built dinosaur. And that's the Mosasaurus. That's the big aquatic guy that eats the bad dinosaur, if you will, at the last of one of those Jurassic World movies. I think this is a good move by Lego, because it's a big set, right? It's a big dinosaur. And the cost in the plastic to mold that would have made it probably the biggest mold Lego has ever done, and would probably have cost them an exorbitant amount of money. So they did not do it as a mold. They did it as brick built. Now, I think some people are going to be either really excited about that and the possibilities of having a bigger dinosaur, and some people are going to be grumpy because it's not a single mold, because single molds, they do sell for more money. Obviously, a brick-built dinosaur, it's not going to be as valuable, one could guess. But with that, we've got 5 new Jurassic World sets that are going to be hitting the shelves in June, coming up with the new movie, and they're going to be ranging from $25 to up to $150. So it should be interesting to see how well they do. Always exciting. I personally, it's interesting. I don't. You're looking at all these dinosaurs going, I've never seen the dinosaurs before, Steve. Yeah, I'm not a Jurassic World guy, but I will say that I have bought a lot of Lego in bulk, and I did buy a collection once, and it just had a lot of the Jurassic World dinosaurs in it, which I thought was cool. So I've never let go of them. And in fact, I'd be interested to see what these are worth nowadays, because I think some of them are actually kind of valuable. So might be something to sell off, actually. So anyway, and with that, if that wasn't all, we got a little more news. For a March release, we're going to see images any day. I'm hoping it's coming. Is that 76968, the T-Rex skeleton? This may be the first Jurassic World Park set that I get. It's going to be 3,145 pieces, and it's going to be $250. That is no small amount, but definitely a decent price per piece. But wouldn't that complement everything really, really well, right? Like a full T-Rex skeleton, I think it's going to look really good. So if you're a Jurassic Park just fan of that theme, Jurassic World theme, you got 5 new sets coming, new dinosaurs, should be good. All right, and then moving on, we have 3 final big things I want to talk about. And the first is One Piece. I talked recently about the new One Piece theme coming to Lego. We had 5 new sets that were coming out. Well, we have details on those sets. So here are the rumors, if the rumors are to be believed. And set 75636, and it's going to go up in order. So 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Those are the 5 sets. The first one is the Party Bar. I am not a One Piece fan. I had to look up each of these things to understand what they were. But I thought it was interesting that Lego is selling a set that is literally a bar. They're just calling it out, right? Lego is building a bar that is animated bit towards kids, which I just think is funny. I'm all for it. I'm totally on board. But we've both had a tavern and a modular and now a bar. All right, Lego, you're doing your thing, right? I don't know. Does that go against their policies on everything? It's 300 pieces, $30. Going to be a small bar for sure. Moving up, on 37, you've got Buggy's Circus, which is what it sounds like. It's like a circus tent is what it's going to be. It is 537 pieces, $50. So a little bit bigger, definitely very affordable. You're going to get your circus set that you've always known you've wanted. And then as we move up, we've got 3 sets left. Set 38 is Arlong Park. When you look at Arlong Park, it is a 926-piece set. It is $80. My guess is it's going to be a giant pagoda, because that's like the centerpiece of the park is a huge pagoda. So I don't know. My guess is with all of these, they're going to do them all to minifig scale, so they'll be playable sets. And for 926 pieces, my guess is you're mostly going to get the pagoda as a centerpiece. So if you like pagodas, this is your opportunity. And then, okay, so the last 2, kind of blowing my mind a little bit. 75639, it's called Going Merry. And if you don't know what One Piece is, Going Merry is a ship. And it reminds me of the goat boat, right? It's a ship, and it's got a big goat head on its mast and all that. It's going to be 1,376 pieces and $130. Kind of interested in that. And people do love a good boat, so we will see on that. And if you love boats, you are in luck, because somehow Lego has decided to release a $300 One Piece set. And that's the last one. It's at 75640. Go look this up. It's called Barati. I'm going to go call it like that. It's a ship. It's a boat. And it's a funky looking boat. It's a boat that looks like a fish. And it's got 5 different levels on it as the fish goes up. This set's 3,400 pieces. What a move by Lego. they're like, okay, One Piece, we've never released this theme before. We don't know if it's going to be popular. We don't know if people are going to love it. But you know what? Let's just go all out and put out a $3,400 piece, $300 set of a fish boat. You know what? We will see. If this is successful, I think it paves the way for a lot of stuff. I am a little worried they might have bitten off more than they could chew, though, because really? Do we have, I don't know, maybe I'm just out of touch. I don't know. You let me know in the comments. Are you like, yeah, man, you don't know what Barati is? That's the coolest boat on existence. Leave me a comment. Educate me on One Piece, please. So, but anyway, with that, two final rumors that I want to talk about. One rumor is we know that Disney Castle is getting ready to retire, right? It is in its final stages. It should be done, I think, by the end of this year. And it's going to be replaced. And it's going to be replaced sooner than we thought. And in fact, it might get retired before the end of the year. Because in April, the rumor is we are getting the replacement castle. Now, it is going to be smaller, but it is going to be set 43263. It's going to be Beauty and Beast's castle. It's Beast's castle, right? April of 2025 is the slated release date. So if this is true, the next month, we should be hopefully getting some images of that. It's going to be a $300 set. It is supposed to be slightly smaller, so I'm guessing it's going to be around 3,500 pieces or closer to 3,000 pieces. But I think what gets me excited about this set is not only are we getting another castle, a very cool looking castle, by the way, this is our opportunity to get a Beast minifig. And we've gotten Beast mini dolls, which that just doesn't count. We have gotten a Beast brickheads, but we've never gotten a Beast minifig. And not only Beast, but we have an opportunity to get, Lumiere, Cogsworth. Obviously, we're going to get Belle. I hope maybe we get Belle's dad. It'll be interesting to see what they do. How many minifigs are going to be in this set? Like, are we going to get another minifig guest on? Probably. We already have it, but that's okay. Obviously, Belle, hopefully in her yellow dress. But the Beast minifig, that will be pretty cool. Because it's got to happen, right? You cannot have this castle without a Beast minifig. And just thankful that it's not mini dolls. So that will be interesting. Look for that. And then the final rumor, take this one with a grain of salt. I just saw recently, I think it was on Instagram, someone had posted that, we have the Lego Icons vehicles. So this year, the Lego Icons vehicles come out July 1st. And instead of being a normal vehicle, we are going to have a crossover event where the vehicle is actually supposed to be a Lego Mario Kart. Yes, like Mario Kart, like Mario and Bowser and Donkey Kong driving around in their karts. One of the best, most fun games ever. Like literally a game I have spent hundreds of hours on. I think that's amazing. $170. It's supposed to be set 72037, so look it up for yourself. But yeah, like I at first thought, oh, this is going to be our big Mario set for the year, because usually Mario releases one gigantic set a bigger set that is aimed towards the adult fan of Lego. But then they were like, oh yeah, this is going to replace the Icons car. And I'm just like, if you look at the Icons cars, we're getting things like a Lamborghini, a Fiat, a Slug Bug, a Corvette. Mario Kart doesn't really fall in the theme very well. But we did get a Defender set, which was more of a Technic build. But I guess we'll just have to see. So that is the latest rumor there. So leave me a comment on that. Do you think they're actually going to replace an Icons vehicle this year with a Lego Mario Kart? I am both excited and skeptical and just, I don't mind it, honestly, though, because I would buy the Mario Kart set. And I also am like, there's so many sets I want to buy that sometimes I don't want to buy the Icons car. So this could be like a way to get a 2-for-1, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Either or, those are your news and rumors. A lot of stuff out there, a lot of interesting things, a lot of stuff to talk about, right? So stay with me. Wednesday should be a interesting episode. I will tell you, if you're liking what you hear, tune in Wednesday because I got a little bit of an episode that I think is going to be a little divisive, may get people a little grumpy. And I don't try to get people grumpy, but I think it's going to get people either, yeah, or it's going to get people going, and it's about Lego themes. So if you've been tuning in till the end of this episode, you get a little sneak preview. It's about Lego themes, and more specifically, should that theme still exist? But we'll talk about that on Wednesday. In the meantime, though, I do, again, just want to say thank you. 50 episodes in, I am still enjoying this. It is still fun for me. I hope it's fun for you, and both informative, educational, and enjoyable. So with that, I hope the rest of your Monday goes well, and I will catch you come Wednesday, okay? So talk to you later. Bye-bye.